by Xmen. Let's get to it. What's up, people? It's your VA homie, KillerWatch804, your favorite up-and-coming YouTuber, man, coming to you with a review of the third episode of X-Men 97, the new animated show on Disney Plus that's killing it right now, man. Critics everywhere loving it. The fans are loving it. I'm loving it. I'm like, yo, it's a lot I can appreciate about this show and the direction they pretty much going with it. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it every week. Ain't but 30 minutes though. Before we get started, y'all go ahead and hit the like button if you're already with me. And just know I do appreciate your support and your views, all that. I really do. And if you're not with me, man, hit the subscribe button, man. I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna keep the bankers coming. You know what it is. Right quick, we're gonna do a little recap. Cause I ain't get a chance to review episode 2. Magneto is leading the X-Men right now, per Professor Xavier's request. That was one of his dying wishes. Don't know why he did it. It is what it is. But Magneto, so it's gonna be some friction with this guy Magneto taking over the goddamn X-Men. And this was their enemy for a long goddamn time. Jean Grey gives birth to her son, Nathan. And the thing is, and I guess you can say a little spoiler, Nathan is also is the real name for his character called Cable, a time traveler in the future. And my understanding is Cable, his birth origins, why they changed up a couple things. His real mother is not Jean Grey. The real Jean Grey is this woman called Madeline Price, who's a lookalike, who's a clone of Jean Grey. So that's what I was tripping off after looking at episode 2. I was like, oh man, it's about to get deep. Storm loses her powers. She sacrificed herself trying to save Magneto, get hit by a ray. It took away all her mutant abilities. So she can no longer control the weather, none of that. She pretty much says she's not a mutant no more. So she left to go find herself. I guess that's what that is. Another Jean Grey shows up at the mansion looking for help from the X-Men. And everybody's all flipping out because the other Jean they've been with is looking like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's a clone involved. You know what I'm saying? So episode 3, it picks up right there. I know a little bit about it. We'll get a little spoilery because I read some of the comics and I kind of got a general idea of what was going on somewhat. They're doing a little bit of it and they kind of doing their own thing at the same time. Beast figures out that the Jean Grey they've been with is a clone. The one that showed up at the mansion is the real Jean. Beast was able to deduce that. And he also deduced that Sinister was the one that manipulated. He could tell they got his signature on her DNA, I guess. And so everybody's all in front. Even the clone Jean, we're gonna call him the clone Jean. Cyclops don't know what to think, but they do know that child is real, and that is Cyclops' son. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do know. But the real Jean is sitting there. She's passed out. She's going through she has some mental issues, such. I guess she can't control her powers. So yeah, that storyline, it happened in the comics. It wasn't like this. It's a little different. A lot of stuff is just going. It's just going full speed ahead. It's a lot of damn stuff going on, and to me, it's almost like it's rushed. I'm like, why are they rushing all these plots, these storylines and stuff? When Sinister confronts the clone Jean becomes the Goblin Queen. You know what I'm saying? And she manipulates everybody's minds in the mansion. They're in this simulation of hell, and everybody's fighting to get out, man. It's in that moment we see Bishop he's shining on this joke, man. Because Cyclops, they get monsters and stuff attacking him and stuff, and Cyclops, he focuses his beams out the blast onto Bishop. Bishop absorbs all the power, and he uses it to zap all these monsters away. So we get to see Bishop shine, man. I like this Bishop. I had to see him in a couple episodes and say, okay, I like him. It hinted in the beginning of this episode that Beast was working on his time collar, his time bracelet. And that allowed him to go back in the future, which is weird because I thought he could not exist without the time bracelet or whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We ain't going too deep with it. Goblin Queen, she out of her mind and she took Nathan. That is her child, but she took her, gave it to Mr. Sinister. So I'm tripping. I'm like, damn, this is getting kind of heated, man. The themes introduced in this episode are very mature, you know what I'm saying? But I'm loving it all. This is the X-Men universe, you know what I'm saying? But eventually she gives her baby Nathan to Sinister. And I'm like, what? What is this? Look at Sinister, man. Sinister was holding the baby and he had baby Nathan, and his plan is just to make the ultimate mutant. That's all he wanted to do. He's weird like that. but he put the baby in a vat of green ooze and just sit him in there. I like, what is going on? But at some point, you got Cyclops, Bishop, Magneto, and Morph. They go after Sinister and Nathan and the clone Jean Grey. The real Jean Grey, she's sitting in the bed, she's still distraught and she's still out of her mind. It's Magneto versus the goddamn Goblin Queen, man. The Goblin Queen won. It's nice to see their powers on display. And while Magneto got control of metal, Goblin Queen make it clear, I got control of everything. You know what I'm saying? She can move anything. And we see it on full display. Magneto, he can deflect metal, but glass and stuff like that, he cannot deflect it. As we saw, and she took him out. Also, it was a moment where, well, we know when Cyclops and them was battling the Goblin Queen, Wolverine was there coaching, well, was trying to help Jean Grey, the real Jean Grey, and trying to make her remember and trying to understand, try to focus her, do for her what Professor X did for him, and just try to help her through it. And when she tried to read Wolverine's mind, she senses his emotions, and she's sensing how much he really cared for her. At one moment, it looked like they was about to kiss, man. So, I don't know, man. You might see a fight between Wolverine and Cyclops eventually, because that little love triangle is coming to a head, man. Because Jean, this is a different Jean. You know what I'm saying? This the same Jean, but it's a different. She got different experiences. But anyway, Jean gets fed up, and she mentally goes one-on-one against the Goblin Queen. She wins the fight and reminds her of her baby, how the love for your baby is the best thing that can ever happen. So they do find Sinister, they blast him. And that's why I was saying, like, the Sinister I know, at least from the previous jump, oh no, he was thinking 2 steps ahead. It's like, yo, you know Morph knows where you at. Why you take him to a base where they can easily locate you? That just doesn't make sense. But he seemed real cartoony, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't as, he's not as, he didn't seem much of a threat as he usually is. But you know, it might be he might got a bigger plan in play. Maybe this is all part of the plan. I don't know. Cyclops getting out that goddamn canister, that container, baby out, and he's already known that he's infected. He started this green stuff start popping all over his skin. He's infected with the technovirus. And when Beast examining him, you see that he's not gonna last long, at least in their time. They don't have a cure. It's spreading real fast. They don't know what to do, but they do know Bishop is going back. And Bishop said he can only have room for one more, and that's the baby. So Bishop is gonna take Nathan back to the future. So and to save his life, you have to do it. That's the best chance he got. But Cyclops, he has abandonment issues because he was pretty much abandoned by his father a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? That's a storyline called Starjammers and stuff from the previous jump, the Phoenix Saga, that tells the story of that. Bishop take the baby to the future, which is crazy. It's sad as hell that you hear the baby. The last thing you hear when Bishop go is the baby pretty much cry, and that was it. And I'm like, wow. But you know, it's like it's emotional moments, but we don't really get a chance to really feel that because the episode is moving so fast. That's my only complaint about it. This episode, man, it just went to some places that, damn, I didn't expect it to go, man. And it was deep and it was drama filled. It was like, I was loving it. Now, hopefully we can get back to helping the world, the rest of the world, solving the problems in the rest of the world instead of dealing with this internal struggles that they have. But yeah, man, yeah, another thing to say about this episode, the animation was great. I'm sitting there like, yo, this is ill, man. I thought I wasn't gonna like the animation when I first saw the trailer. I said, man, I'm really liking this. It's all right. I like it, man. Cause the characters are true to form. The plots are, though this plot kind of went right fast. I'm loving it. It keep you engaged. I'm gonna go watch it again right now. And man, I can't wait to see what happened in the 4th episode, man. For real, for real. But yeah, man. But tell me something. Did y'all see this episode? And are you satisfied thus far with what you're seeing from this new X-Men 97 series? I'm loving it. If you're a fan of the original jump that came on Saturday mornings, you gotta love this. It's like, if it's some negatives, it's some small negatives to this jump. This jump is high quality entertainment, man. I just hope it doesn't decline. Not this season, but they're gonna have a season 2, season 3, and all that. You know it's coming. But considering they fired the goddamn creator, that's something else too. Let's hope they can maintain this quality and stay consistent with this, man. Anyway, that's me for your boy Kilowatt 804. We're gonna do it again next week. I got some other stuff coming in the meantime, so don't ain't gotta be X-Men all the time. I'll get back to you. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what's up, and peace out.